A very good morning, students. Today we will be going to discuss our computer's fourth chapter, that is using Excel as a database of class 7th. A database is a collection of information related to a particular subject, such as maintaining address and phone numbers, a list of library books, keeping students' record pertaining to academic and co-curricular achievements, keeping employees information, etc. Basically, a database consists of fields and records. You have to remember two words, that is fields and records, to understand database, as basically database consists of fields and records. Okay, fields consist of columns. These are called columns. And records are basically called rows. Records consist of rows. I'll show you with the help of an example. I create a database here. I'll write roll numbers, name, English, Hindi, math. Okay, I'll write 1, 2, 6, roll number 9, roll number 7, 45, roll number 7, roll number 6. Cool. I'll write the names here. Anju, Rajan, Chakti, Hema, Ankita, Nita. Okay. Verse 45, 44, Hindi, maths, okay. I have basically entered here in database. Now understand what is field and what is record. A field, a column with a database that contains only one type of data is called field. For example, a roll number consists of only numbers of the student. It is not possible that roll numbers must contain or roll numbers contain the name of the students. It is totally not possible. Roll numbers will only contain the numbers of the students, and name will only contain the names of the student and not the roll numbers of the students. Okay, that is called field. Having particular kind of data, having similar data is called basically field, which contains columns. A column is consisted in field. Now row. Now record. A row in a database is called a record, which consists of the information about one person. For example, one row, it is row number 2, has all the record of all subjects of marks. For example, English, Hindi and math of one student, that is Anju. In row number 2 I have the whole record of Anju. In row number 8 I have the whole record of all the subjects of Amrita. Okay, that is called field and records. Now moving to form. Basically here I am using Excel. I have Excel 2007, and in 2010 your book it is given Excel 2010, and in 2010 you will easily form like your form is easily present in the file tab, so it is very easy to find the form. Here I have already taken the form from the quick access toolbar, so here is my form. I'll just click that form. I'll just select here. adding new record in a form. Let's suppose I'll click here. I'll go to form now. See, first roll number 1, Anju, English, Hindi, 56. Like in English, she has got the marks 44. In Hindi, she obtained 45. In math, she obtained 56. And if I have to create a new record, see, it will automatically come at the end of the database. See, if I have to create the new record, I'll write roll number 57. I'll write the name Preeti. Sorry, I'll write 56. I'll enter Preeti. Okay, I'll write English 56. I'll write 87. See, it is already entered here. If I have, I'll show you once again. I'm very sorry. You won't understand that. I'll show you once again. I'll first delete this. I'll delete this here. Wait a while. I'll move to form. Okay, I have to fill new. I'll write here roll number 78 or form. See, I'll go to form. I'll go to new. Now I'll click roll number 45. I'll go to name. I'll write Preeti. Okay, I'll go to English. She obtained 56. In Hindi, she obtained 78. In maths, she obtained 45. Now, if I enter this, see, that is already entered in the last section. Now, if I have to search the record, if I have to search any kind of record, see here I have given only 9 records. If I take the records of any school, if I take records of 1000 to 2000 students and I have to find one single student from that database, I can go to form. Here I can click criteria and I have to enter roll number, let's suppose 45. Okay, if I press 45, I'll press enter. I'll go to again criteria. Okay, I'll go to 45. I'll press enter. Okay, it is already given here. See, once again I'll search. I'll go to forms. Go to criteria. I'll write here a roll number, let's suppose 6. Then I have to press enter. See, I got all the details of roll number 6 here. Okay, this is all your form consists of. We will move towards now sorting of data. Basically, sorting means arranging data either in ascending or descending order in a worksheet. Data can be sorted in rows on the basis of text, number combination and members of date. For example, if I have to sort my data in ascending or descending order in any kind of data, I will go through the sorting of data. See how I will go. See, I have to go to, if I have selected any cell here, I'll go to data tab. This is your data tab. Here it is sort. Okay, now my already table is selected. If I have to sort, how I have to sort by, see, I have to sort by roll number, name, English, Hindi, which thing should be on the prior basis. That I have to select from here. If I have to select like I have to sort my names, I have to sort my names. Okay, and how you have to sort, I will sort it from A to Z. Okay, see my data, I'll do okay. See, my data has changed. First it is AAA, then H, then K, then M, then Preeti, then Rajan. My data is sorted by alphabet A to Z. I have sorted my names from A to Z. That is called sorting of data. Now I will move filtering data. Basically, filtering, what filtering does, filter allows us to see only those records which I want to see in that Excel, and it will hide rest of the data. See what I will do. I'll go to data. Here it is, filter. Okay, everything is filter. If I want, let's suppose by roll number, I just want only roll number 45 should be seen and rest should be hidden up. I will just uncheck all. See, I'll do okay. Only 45 will be seen. Roll number 45, 45 both has the roll number. That is why 45, 45. Okay, two roll numbers are there, 45. And if I let's suppose if I'll change here, I'll write here roll number 32. Okay, then if I have to sort, I'll only write roll number 45. Now see, I'll do okay. Only 45 is there, and I want now all the data should be select all. It will be selected all. Now okay, see, all my data will be. You want to see sort, if suppose you want to sort maths, what numbers you want to only see, you want to see only 90s, you want to see only 98, then you will sort all these values. That is called filtering of data, in which you can hide the values which you don't want to see at that present time. You can hide such values also, and when you can select all the values, it will come again into your Excel sheet. Now we will move towards adding subtotal in database. Basically, adding subtotal in database is the subtotal feature in database helps us to manage, analyze and extract specific information from rows and related data. If I want, let's suppose I want only my Hindi and maths total should be done, and I only want Hindis and maths number should be added, and I want these two subjects grand total marks at the end. So for that I will go to subtotal. It is already present in the data tab. Here it is, subtotal. See, subtotal. Okay, I haven't, why it is this error is there, because I haven't select that range. Okay, when I select that table, I'll move towards subtotal. The table got selected. Now I just want subtotal of math and Hindi, so I'll do okay here. See what it is. Basically, Hindis and maths subtotal are there. It is 587, it is 588. Hindis and maths subtotal is there, 67, 67, 6 total are there. It means I just got the grand total of math and Hindi. That comes under subtotal. Now we will move towards analyzing pivot table. What pivot table means? Let's suppose first I'll create a table here. I'll create a database, then I'll show you pivot table. Then I'll tell you, when you see pivot table and your database both present at the same time, then you will analyze what is the difference in between that and how pivot table helps us. See, I'll make an entry here. I'll write name here. Okay, then I'll write department, then I'll write designation. Okay, then I write salary. Name is Annika, department is sale, designation is manager, salary is 20,000. Second one is Manas, it is development, department is development, position is again manager, salary is 10,000. Third one is Priya, Okay, area is production, senior manager, salary is, here it is, $15,000. Okay, next is Anu, and then it is purchase, department, manager, salaries in 10,000. Okay, now I have to make a pivot table. I'll go here, I'll just select here, I'll go here, pivot table. I have to create a pivot table. See, my table got selected. Now what I have to do, I have to, it has taken all these, perfect. See, if it has taken the range, I just want to create a pivot table for this range from name to 1000. What it is sheet 1, it is present in sheet 1, it is dollar H and $1. What it is, H and $1. H means here this H means this H. I have to fix this table. How it is fixed, I will write dollar, I'll write H, it is starting from H and 1, row 1. So I'll fix this $H, $1. I just fix names, row as well as column. I'll take the last value. It is present in K and present at 5th row. So I'll write colon. From name to 10,000, I have to fix that. Names record I have given $H to $1. Now I'll write the 10,000s record. It is $K to $5 because it is present in the kth row and in the kth column and in the 5th row. So when I done write OK, I just want here, do you want new worksheet or do you want existing? I want a pivot chart should be present in the existing one. I'll write OK. I want a new worksheet. See, for that my worksheet is done. Okay, it has taken another worksheet. What I want, see, now I will take salary should become in the pivot table, name should become in the pivot table, as well as designation should become in the pivot table. Okay, and department. See, if I take name, it is shown in this kind of form. A pivot table should be shown. Okay, I just want department should not come. Okay, department will not come. Designation should not come. Designation will not come. In this kind of pivot table will be there. I want designation will come. Okay, designation will come. Okay, in this kind of form my pivot table will be done. If I show, this is my, what is the difference between pivot table and my simple database? Basically, database, here I have taken only 5 datas, and if I take a company's record, there are 1000 people's record, there are 1000 persons, there are record of 1000 person. How I will get that reading? Basically, pivot table does the summarize. Pivot table summarize the database of some persons, or whatever you want, it will calculate, it will summarize all these things. It is shown here. See, in the sheet 5 the summary of the data is there. I can show very clearly Annika is a manager, salary is 20,000, Anu is the manager, take the salary. If I want to which department, I can choose from the pivot table also the department, so that it will shown very easily. These steps basically make our pivot table. So pivot table is a powerful tool for summarizing the data or presenting the data in a very summary form. To present the data in a summary form, we'll go to the pivot table. Hope you have understood these things. Now PDF of this chapter is also attached in the description box. please find below the link of that. Thank you so much.